Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the second article for January 8th. I am your host, Mark Pudleiner. And again, welcome to the Animation Today podcast. So the second article is this. It has to do with the O Canada TV series that was created in Canada. And it first aired its first episode on January 8th back in 1997. And as this article says here, when it was first starting, this is from the Florida newspaper, it says, O Canada, the Cartoon Network, pays tribute to the Canadian animation with a weekly half-hour show starting on Wednesday. So it's sort of a cool idea because it's all National Film Board has been around for many, decades, and it has a lot of animation in it. And it was created by the idea came from Bob Jacques. I actually worked with Bob Jacques in Nelvana back in 1984 on Ewoks and Droids and the Care Bear movie, and also so Bob Jacques thought of the idea with also Kelly Armstrong and Glenn Kennedy. So these three were the original creators of coming up with the idea, and they sold the idea, and it got put forward to Cartoon Network in 1997. So back in 1997, this is the lineup, the television lineup. This is a TV guide for the cartoon right here, the Cartoon Channel 23. The lineup of cartoons back then, you might recognize a few of these shows. It was Freakazoid, then Two Stupid Dogs. What time was that on? 7:30. And then Flintstones, Toonheads, Tex Avery, and then at 9:30 was O Canada. Now, of course, the other East Coast time, it would have been 12:30 in the morning. So, and then after that, Rocky Bullwinkle and Roger Ramjet. So for this half-hour period, this show started, again, showcasing all of the Canadian National Film Board animated shorts. And if you're not familiar with it, it's like Canada was really recognized with their animation with the NFB, the National Film Board. And, they used to show these short films in front of movies, from the 40s and the 50s. So I thought, let's go ahead and take a look at just a few of the, this is just over 2 minutes long. I just put in a few different examples of National Film Board short animated shorts, just so you can see the different styles that they have, because there's some serious ones, there's definitely some comedic ones. And
they were inhabited by charcoal burners.
What they all have is they all have this each director, each art direction, very unique styles, but beautifully done. This is The Man Who Planted Trees by Frederic.
There was no relief.
And then this one here, this is a pretty famous one that we know Canadians. It's The Sweater, and most of us grew up watching this and have seen this short, and it has to do with the love of hockey. Of course, in Canada, so many people love the sport of hockey, and this has to do with this short where a young boy who was a huge fan of the Montreal Canadiens, he gets a gift of the enemy, the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there's a conflict here. So this is about the sweater not being the right sweater.
Crying, I can't wear that.
I can't wear that. Of course, yeah, he can't wear that. He's a Montreal Canadian fan. So, of course, I'm a Toronto fan. I'd wear it, but I understand for the Hab fans, they wouldn't want to wear the Toronto Maple Leaf jersey. No way. Anyways, and then this is another stylized, beautifully done. It's a serious matter. It has to do with this animator and his struggles through addiction.
One cannot do anything at all, without the power of money. I got like about, $10 in my pocket, which is, to me, like a really happy experience. But to most people, they spend $10 every 15 minutes.
Just sort of heartbreaking, the artist struggling there. And that's the one cool thing with so much respect for the National Film Board, with their commitment with bringing forward various artists and directors and subject matters. Is not just serious, it's just not comedic. It's just, it's the love of the arts. And in Canada, we're really very tied into the love in the art form of animation. So let's go forward. The couple more examples. This one here, this is the last example. Oh no, there's another one. But this is Mindscape, which is so beautifully done. And again, that's what's cool about all these National Film Board shorts. I'll put the link in our show notes on our website, so you can go and look at each one of these if you choose to. So just, I'll have the links there. But such a variety in different, styles of art direction and storytelling, and then it can be comedic. What? Okay, this one's funny. A cat came back. We saw this back in college, and this guy finds a little cat, obviously a different feeling of an animated short from the others. He finds a cat, and he's trying to get rid of this cat. Once he brings it in his house, he wants to get rid of it, and he can't get rid of it. It keeps coming back.
Ooh, come here, come here.
Anyways, there's some examples of the different styles, the National Film Board of Canada. So again, I'll put those links in there. So this is the opening titles of the O Canada show. So the show that would air on Cartoon Network. This is the first opening titles and what it looked like. And then again, this has the logo of the National Film Board right there. And some of these shorts got recognition, of course, a broader audience, being shown on Cartoon Network in the States. So this is the big snit. It's only just over 1 minute. I thought, let's just watch a little bit of this. And basically there's a nuclear war going on. And this couple is struggling playing Scrabble. I love when the cat swings and then you hear the sound effect when it goes flying through the air. It's just like, why do they use that voice? Anyways, here we go.
We interrupt this program for an emergency broadcast. Good afternoon. A severe worldwide nuclear war has broken out. Take cover immediately. Do not remain seated. I repeat, a nuclear war has broken. Take cover. Newspaper or under a refrigerator. Please make sure all cigarettes are extinguished.
I love the window. Cars are flying through. Anyways, okay, so this is an article here. It talks about the beginning of O Canada. This is back in Florida newspaper. And as it says here, it's talking about Margaret, when Margaret planned a celebration for her husband. So it's talking about the short Bob's Birthday. And this was a short that it got actually a lot of recognition. Is explaining that the TV series is going to start tonight, is presenting O Canada. And let's go ahead and watch a little bit. I think it's just under a minute long of Bob's birthday. And she's surprising her husband with a birthday surprise. All the neighbors have come and are going to surprise him. So they're all hiding. And then he comes downstairs, not knowing that they're there. And this happens.
Does this shirt go with this tie?
Bob, put something on.
What? Eh? Curtains are closed.
Just put some pants on.
Oh, I see.
Now, just so you know, they actually blurred that out with a maple leaf on the, they censored it. So even though it aired, I think at 1:30 in the morning or 12:30 in the morning.
Who's that beady-eyed fella?
So then they're arguing, and he starts to go into detail about all the neighbors because he doesn't know they're in the room.
at your office. Or what about, what's his name? Brian. I'm sure Barbara wouldn't mind. Virtue's a bit of a wild card herself. She's so dowdy. You'd never
The
guess.
Greenspoons are our best friends. You were just saying that the
No,
other
I
day.
was not. Anyway, you like them even less than I do. Every time we see them, you sit up all night talking about how boring they are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh boy, busted. Okay. Anyways, again, I'll put all these links in the show notes. Bob's birthday, actually, this got recognized and it became its own series. So it did become its own series, Bob and Margaret, they called it. And here it is on Comedy Central. This is just a quick little 20-second little promo.
Bob and Margaret, married 17 years and still openly discussing their sex life.
So sorry. Are you unable to bear? Is your wife infertile, or is it that you have lazy sperm?
Bob and Margaret, a couple you'll want to watch in bed. Every Monday at 10:30, only at Comedy Central.
So again, it gets recognition from that Cartoon Network, and that show got put into development. Excellent, right? So that's what we want. So again, let's go ahead and just look at the end credits. The end credits are at the end of O Canada. This is the end credits. It's just a quick little video. And there you go. So anyways, that is the second article for January 8th, and we will continue on.